Now here in our rural homestead, we have to be really careful with predators on the homestead. And so every evening we are sure to lock the chickens up so that they are safe throughout the most dangerous times of the evening. Now wouldn't it be nice if the door opened and closed all by itself? Hey friends, it's Barbara Sue at Kowalski Mountain and welcome back to the homestead. I am super excited to be installing a brand new solar powered automatic chicken coop door. Chicken coop door is called the ChickCozy, and this is perfect for our off-grid homestead. Now this was a gift from the company. They have sent it to me. They have asked me to review it, and you are going to get an honest review. Now first thing up, we're going to unbox it and see what's in the box. It says, the small things make a big difference. And I can't agree more. This is really a small thing, but I'm super excited about how it's going to make things easier for me. You know, it's just Philip and I here on our homestead, and that means we have to handle everything, and everything takes a lot of time. So we get some cute little chicken stickers. It does come with instructions, so this tells you exactly how big of a hole to cut into the wall. It also tells you that it has a maximum required dimensions for when the door opens. So the doors open automatically. You want to make sure there's no obstructions that keep the door from opening. Now the nice thing about it is it also comes with a 6.5 foot long cable for the solar charging. That's to make sure that the solar panel gets full sun throughout the day. Now our solar panels, you can see, I think you can see, can't tell, but the solar panels for the house are over there. Now I'm hoping that the chicken door will go on this end of the coop. It's going to go on this middle coop right here. Where most of the chickens live, and I'm hoping it can go in on this end. It may have to go on the back side just because of that obstruction radius that it needs. We'll see when Philip goes to install it. Okay, it gives all the instructions. Oh, and then it comes with a very complete book. This book has 18 pages of instructions, and this is all English, just in case. I did do a quick look for that. Tells you what you need to install it, tells you what needs to be secured. This is really cool. It has an anti-pinch function. So if a chicken tries to go through the door while it's closing, it will reverse and not kill my chicken. That's very important. And then it also talks about the different modes. So there's 3 modes in here. There's manual mode, which I wouldn't use an automatic door if I wanted manual mode. There's also time mode, which means I can set it for a certain time and it'll open and close on very specific times, and we might use that option. And then there's also the light sensing mode, and that's the one that's based on that the chickens are let out at sunrise and it closes at sunset. Now, a couple of the reasons why we may not use that. For one, here on the homestead, I don't use an alarm clock very often. Very infrequently do I use an alarm clock. And in the few times that I have forgot to lock up the chickens, it is very annoying to me when there are roosters up near my bedroom window crowing. Now they crow all the time, but they're down here and they don't bother me. Now the other reason that we'll probably use time mode is because Philip doesn't like the chickens underfoot while we are milking the cows. And because there's grain involved, chickens are underfoot. So we might set it on time mode for that. The other reason that we will probably use the time mode, and this is probably the most important part, honestly, The chickens go to bed early. As soon as it gets dusky, the chickens go to bed. But the guineas like to stay up late. And it is about completely dark before all the guineas will go to bed. And so for that reason, the door really can't be on light sensing mode, because I have a feeling that it would close before all the guineas went to bed. So we'll see. We're going to go over those functions, but that's my general thought as I look it over. So this goes through how to set all the times. It's written in big writing, you know, so even me, if I hadn't brought my glasses out here, I could have read it, which always a bonus. Oh, and this is interesting. You can set the light level. So 0 represents the darkest and 99 represents the brightest. So we could change that sensitivity a little bit, so maybe it would work. We'll have to try it. So those are the main papers that are in the box. Let's look at the ChickCozy solar door. Here it is. So this is the door, and I'm not going to try to force it open. It's pretty basic design. You can see the hole here for the chickens. And that's a pretty standard sized door for chicken opening. If you had really large, like turkeys and stuff, they might have trouble going through this door. But your chickens aren't going to have any problems. And then the, whoops. So this is the mounting plate for the solar panel. Fits right in here so that the solar panel can be mounted. And this is the solar panel itself. Now that does not look like a 6-foot cord. So the 6-foot cord indicates the 2 cords. So we probably have 3 feet here, and we have another 3 feet here. Now right here on the door, this is where the controls are. It does have a quick operation guide here if you don't read the manual. There are some basic features right here, but it's right here, right on the solar panel. Now, the other thing that comes in the box is the mounting screws. That is it. There are 6 screws in here, so other than cutting the hole in the wall, this is super easy to install. Now, I could try to cut the hole in the wall, but probably not a good idea. I'm going to let Philip do it. Although this is pretty basic, I could do it if I knew where the right saw was and all that stuff. But you know what? I'm going to let Philip do it. What I am going to do to prep for this is I'm going to leave this solar charger out so this can charge up and it's ready to power my door. Now I'm going to come back when it's time to install the ChickCozy automated solar chicken door, and we're going to show you how easy it is.
I need to open it now.
There's a manual setting.
Opening 1, 2, 3. Take off.
So the chickens are going to even know when it's time to go out.
I'm gonna lay this out.
You know you're upside down.
Excuse me?
Upside down.
I guess we are. Shouldn't matter. It's the same size.
True, but the cord will be at the top versus at the
That
bottom.
don't matter.
Couldn't do it without me. You know, if you had like a little, is it a jigsaw? I could probably do this myself.
I do have a jigsaw, but I got a sawzall.
my screws because I don't go with Phillips bit anymore. Although it does come with screws. Guess I gotta use extended bit. Pause. Let's get the right position. It'll charge first thing in the morning, right about there. So hold the cord right there for me. So you can do your settings. If you want to take it off, you can take it off, do your settings so you can see it. But you're installed.
Okay, so do you want to do time setting or solar setting? I figured you'd want time setting because you don't like the chickens out from milking.
Right. Yeah, do that.
And then the guineas come in late, so it needs to be open later.
Later than sunset.
So do we want to do 8 to 8, 7:45, 8?
8 to 8. Yeah, 8 to 8 is fine. No, well, you can go 8. Yeah, 7:45 is even better. Yeah, that's fine.
We'll be done with milking by 7:45.
Yeah, easy.
You don't want to do 7 to 8, because then they'll be out.
I'd rather them not be out while we're milking. We're usually out at 7, so even 7:30 is fine. If we have any delays, then we'll have to deal with the chickens.
7:30 chickens. And we
Try that and we can adjust it.
So this is pretty easy to work. You use the up and down arrows to select what you want to set as a setting, and then you push the OK to do the setting. So I want to adjust the open time, so I'm going to push OK until it starts to blink. And we said we wanted it to open at 7:30. So I'm just going to increase the time to 7:30. I don't know if you can see that at all. And then I push it to say OK. So it said time updated. We want it to close at 8 o'clock. So we're going to hold this down. Oh, nope, that's not what I want. So I'm going to hold this down, but I want to change this time. And 8 o'clock is 2000. So I'm going to move this to 20, push OK, and hold it. And then the time is updated. So it's going to close at 8 o'clock. And hopefully the guineas all go to bed on time. So I've set my open time, 7:30, set my close at 8 o'clock. I set the actual time, which is 16:15 right now. It's on the time mode. All right. So this is set. And I'll try to come out here and have the camera set up for the open and close time. We'll see. So we have this just right here so it catches the morning sun. Now there are a couple things that I still wanted to add. Now I noticed on the box that this says this is Sub-Zero ready. It's very warm today. Actually, it's not as hot as it's been, but it's still warm. It's like 85 degrees, so we can't really test this. But I'm assuming that this is going to handle the cold this winter. We'll definitely test that out, because whether we like it, winter is on its way. Now, another thing that I noted in the book when I was just kind of reading through the safety instructions of it, it said the ChickCozy automatic chicken coop door opener is designed for adult chickens. It is not designed for chicks. It said if there are chicks in the coop, you want to disable the door. Now I think that's because of the anti-pinch feature. You saw me stick my hand in the door and to demonstrate how the anti-pinch feature worked. And it's kind of tight, so I think it would hurt chicks. Now, something else that I do see that I think is a really cool feature is that on the door, the tracks are not exposed to where the chickens are going to walk. So, of course, there's mud going to be in there, there's manure, there's all kinds of things that would gunk up the tracks. And the tracks are not exposed to any of that dirt and grime. So that was a good call on their part. And I'm excited that they thought that through. Now, the next thing is to see if it works. Hey there friends, I thought I would give you an update before I closed out today's video. Now we have had the ChickCozy ChickCozy solar automatic door installed for a couple of weeks now. Now I'm super pleased with the door. It's performing exactly the way we want it to. It's opening and closing on its own. It's securing tightly on time. We've had 0 problems with it. I have learned, though, that there is a reason they call it the chick cozy and not the poultry cozy or the guinea cozy. That's because the guineas have not adapted to it super well. What I've been doing with the guineas is I leave the big door behind me shut, and any that don't figure it out on their own how to get out, I kind of herd them out, force them to go out through the door, and that's been working okay, but already I have 1 guinea who's not coming back to roost, which that's not what I want. I want my guineas to stay secure in their coop, so I'm still working through that. But the chickens have adapted beautifully to the door. They're doing great. I did notice that this gets a little slippery, and especially since the guineas are mean to my rooster that he slipped on his way out. But, you know, that's just poultry. So a little bit of anti-slip there would take care of that problem and he wouldn't fall. Now, I have done a complete review of the ChickCozy door on my blog, KowalskiMountain.com. Now, I don't feel like I can review a product, especially a solar-based product, when it's bright and sunny like this over a few weeks. So I am going to update my blog post on a quarterly basis for the first year. So if you want to see how this ChickCozy solar automatic door is performing over the year, be sure to bookmark my blog post that you're going to find in the description box so you can see what I think about it throughout the year. Here in Kentucky, our weather dips below 0 and it's over 100 degrees in the summer. We're going to get a good spread of weather conditions. We're going to test it in all light conditions to see how this door performs over time. So be sure to check out that post on my blog, KowalskiMountain.com. Well, friends, as always, I really appreciate you watching, especially to the very end. If you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, hit that button. I'd love you to be a part of the Kowalski Mountain family. Thanks so much. We'll see you next time.
I think, and then I can even put something here. Obviously, I won't be able to obstruct this, but I can attach it right to the frame, which is nice, and then they can go right on in.
Can you hold up your drill? Your ear? I didn't take pictures.
Oh, you didn't do pictures?
Actor.
Oh, act. I don't act. You didn't catch the squeeze motion. The muscle flexed in my finger.
Okay. Now can you adjust up there?
Adjust it?
Uh-huh.
What do you mean adjust it?
I don't know. Acting.
Oh, acting. Come on, man.